Exhilarating and a little terrifying, but super fun all in all. My goodness, buy a shirt, buy a hat.
Derek.
Hey, how's it going? Pleasure to finally meet you.
You guys made it down okay?
Yeah, it was busy traffic.
Busy
long
traffic,
weekend, but
yeah, long
it
weekend.
was pretty good.
Good timing though.
This is all really interesting, seeing all this.
Yeah, this is a shop. I can give you a little tour here in a little bit, but I think there's something you probably want to see more first.
Yeah. I'm gonna let my wife go first.
Yeah, come on in.
Are you getting nervous?
A little nervous, yeah.
Like whatever.
And say, show me the car. 3, 2, 1.
Show me my new car.
New car. There it is.
I was telling you when I was on the phone, when you guys phoned me on the line, I was like, I almost felt like I needed to go pee.
There's a wash,
Like pretty prominent used car dealership in BC.
Sweet, okay.
And for extra money, we used to like help them pick up cars and like, pick up cars at the auction and stuff like that. So there was a couple different little vehicles that I got to drive. Not very far, mind you, but it was like, you want to try it. So, but yeah, this is insane.
This is all you. Do you want to sit in it?
The fat guy getting in the small car.
It's not as bad.
Well, because it's factory 5, so they make it wider.
A little bit wider.
A little bit longer.
Yeah,
Right?
100%.
It's got to dip in.
Yep.
Other shoe up. I got it. Not close the door.
There you go.
Man.
That's you.
That is crazy.
One of those.
Insane. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where the.
Yeah, just on the right there.
Oh, right here?
Yeah. And just do half turnover. And then I'll just throw it in neutral there. There you go. And yeah, give her fire up. It's on the heat. That's the one. Yeah.
That's insane. My goodness. Yeah, you'll have to give me a run through on.
I'll give you the full run through for sure. I'll be gentle with it.
Definitely a beast.
Yes, sir.
My
Yeah, so
goodness.
5-liter Coyote engine, and then Predator supercharger on there. So it's put in about right around 800 crank down. So you gotta be a little bit careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little careful. Brand new tires. It's a fresh set on the back for you. Which I know a lot of you guys at home were giving me shit because I roasted the other set off, so I'm sorry. But we put a new set on for him, I promise.
I didn't give you shit because I honestly didn't know I was going to win. So, so it was more of like, oh, look at that cool car.
Yeah,
100%.
Why don't we'll usually sit down and do a couple interview questions and then maybe go for a little cruise?
Sure, yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Good.
Yeah.
So, when we won, I walked in and told her I was actually making ribs.
Yeah.
Right. So like 6 hours on the barbecue, right?
Yeah.
Smoking ribs or whatever, and I saw the email, and I was like, at first when I was reading it, because you guys do everything very legit.
We try. Yeah, we definitely try.
So you have the third party.
Yes.
That reaches out to you, that makes sure everything's legal, and that there's no like, you're not my brother or something like that, and all that other stuff, right? And then the way they do it is pretty interesting because it's like you're a winner, but you're kind of not a winner until you guys say I'm a winner.
Yes.
So you're like,
Yeah, you're a finalist, but you don't know if you've won.
Yeah, you're like, okay, yeah. That's the best way to put it. Yeah. So, but yeah, so I'm reading this email, and honestly, I just literally, because it says like, hey, thanks for your purchase, or thanks for like buying spots or whatever you want to call it in the email and stuff, and I'm like, oh, cool, because it said like winner, or like, you know what I mean, or finalist or whatever it says, and then I'm like, all right, cool, like. They're gonna tell me who won.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm reading, and they're like basically like, it's more of a congratulations kind of thing, but you're like, what? And then you're reading it, and it's like, yeah, like, these steps have to take place, and then you go into whatever, and then they'll basically have to like find out from you guys, like, like on the live or
go
whatever.
Live,
if it's like whatever, but they make it's not like, high five, you're good to go.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like, you're still unsure.
Very
right?
unsure.
Yeah.
but it was, and I was like, this is like the meanest thing ever. Do you know what I mean? But I get it, because you guys literally have to make sure everything is just very above bar.
You got to make sure it's all legit, right? And then the other thing, this is something I never thought of, but one of the things the sweepstakes company told us is like, they actually do, they do like a background check on you too.
Oh, they like, the information they asked me was like pretty intense.
Yeah.
And then they're like, like basically like the guy let me know, he's like, we're going to like stalk your Facebook. We're going to stalk everything.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's any like association with anybody
100%.
within your guys' group and stuff like that. And then, and it was like, if there's any red flag whatsoever, then it just like moves on to the next person or whoever else is within the group, whoever's in the group or whatever, or, I don't know. So it was interesting, but yeah. And then it was really great, because then when you guys actually did the live, then to hear my name and to speak to you guys,
then it's real.
Yeah. I poured myself a nice glass of Johnny Walker Blue Label, and I was like, cheers.
Yeah, you deserve.
So
when you first saw, was this the first giveaway you've ever seen us do, or did you you've seen it for a little bit?
I saw I saw a couple things on Facebook.
Yeah.
Didn't really do anything. The reason I made my first purchase, which I believe would have been the draw before this, the Chev truck.
For the Chevy, yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't for the Chevy. It was to actually buy a sweater for a buddy of mine.
Okay.
Because he has a like a pit bull dog.
Sure.
So kind of the same face.
Yeah.
And the sweater was black with the orange.
Okay.
With the hoodie, and his motorcycle is orange.
Okay, so it's kind of perfect for
him. So
yeah,
so like dog, orange, all that stuff, right? And so I bought him a sweater, and never expected anything, and I didn't win that one, obviously.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
And then I bought myself some muscle shirts at one point in time, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy a membership. So I did the membership.
Yeah.
And I just kind of thought, like, bang for your buck. You guys got some really nice clothes, but I have so much clothes.
Totally.
You know what I mean? And then I'm somewhat picky on stuff. I'm a really fluffy guy. I'm pretty big. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't look it, but I'm like 298 pounds.
Are you really?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just shy of 300 pounds.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm trying to work on that.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm a pretty big guy, and it's I was actually really surprised with the muscle shirts that, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm hairy, so I only wear them at home. I think when you, and no offense to anybody out there, but I think it's really gross when you go into a superstore or like, you know what I mean? Like, you're even at just like 7-Eleven or wherever, and a guy's wearing a muscle shirt and he's just got all this hair sticking out. I'm just like, I am that guy though. So the only place I wear the muscle shirts is at our lake lot.
Yeah.
And in my backyard when I'm doing stuff, just so I'm not like dying. Like I can air out a little bit, right?
They're a little bit lighter too. Like they're a little bit lighter material, so they're
but I like them, and the designs on them are actually pretty sick. So
sweet.
Yeah. So
that's good. That's good. And then with the membership, was that just kind of, you were like, okay, like I'm gonna get this for this draw, or you were just like, I'll just kind of let this run for a bit, see if anything happens? Because you got like a pretty high membership. You got I think you got the top one, didn't you?
Don't tell my wife that.
$20 a month,
yeah. But I actually, for me, like, my like I always have a company vehicle, right? You know, knock on wood, thankfully.
Yeah.
I'm pretty blessed to have a pretty good job. So, but my personal truck, you know, it's a 2015. It's got 300,000 K on it.
Yep.
I've rebuilt the motor once just
Okay.
because I'm like, I'm not spending $120,000 on a
100%
truck
for a new
You know
one.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And
With lifter issues and like all
just
kinds of other
that's-
things.
That was my biggest issue. I had to redo
Yeah.
the whole top end. Then I was
Yeah.
like, we might as well just do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. V8. It
Oh,
just-
did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So, so I just, I was kind of just looking at it and I was like, you know what? Like all the clothes features, all that stuff is great, but I don't need to keep buying extra sweaters that I may not wear or
For sure.
Like when I'm
Yeah.
at work, it's a lot of button down stuff or whatever. So I only get to
100%.
wear hoodies like when I'm out at the lake or
Yeah, you're actually
or
on
having
days
a fire
off,
in our
which is
backyard
few
or
and far
something like that.
between. Yeah.
And when it's nice out, like
Yeah,
you know,
hopefully you
it's
don't have
t-shirt.
to wear one.
Yeah, right. And then so but anyways, so I was just like, you know what? That gives the opportunity to be in like the future draws.
Totally.
So like
Yeah.
talking to you, like that green truck,
Yeah, you're
I
already in.
doubtfully will win.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
If I do win, these guys are going to have a lot of hard time selling extra stuff. The same guy won twice in a row. I'd be like, F those guys. But anyways, not if I won.
No, if you won, yeah, but if you were
But if I was a person like watching, I'd be like, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I could only imagine the background checks that would happen then.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that's why we do the background checks, is that so it's like we can just be confident that's like, no, like you won, right? Like it's a
Yep.
random draw. The odds of that happening are crazy, but like we had Ryan Fuster who won CCG4. He's, you know, like he plays the giveaways, right? And he'd won another truck from a totally different company.
Yeah.
6 months before that, you know, and even still, like I'll see him, you know, Ryan, if you're watching this, I'll see you know, whenever we have some crazy multiplier or something,
Yeah.
Ryan will sneak in there, get another little order, but like,
Yeah.
you never know, right? It's,
Yeah.
you know, you have just as good odds of it. Well, we don't do anything to change the odds, I guess is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If you enter again or whatever.
Yeah, the numbers are numbers.
Yeah,
and
numbers are
what gets
numbers.
drawn is drawn. Everything's random. And
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm fortunate enough for that,
That'd be wild.
That would be
Yeah.
pretty
Have
interesting.
Another sit down again.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen one day. I can see it happening
Yeah.
one day. We'll do it.
Well, and then like even as I was saying, my wife bought herself a sweater.
Yeah.
My dad's like 85.
Okay.
And my mom's 84.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, well, that's a pretty nice truck. He's like, I would like the 20 grand. He's like, you could use a new truck. I'd probably just give you the truck
That'd be a good deal.
because we try to help them out as much
Sure,
as we can,
yeah.
right? And but anyways, so he's like, well, what can I get? So he bought my mom the good girl hat.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'll have to show you a picture.
To be 80, 84.
She's 84.
Yeah.
My mom, so my mom had cancer, bless her heart. So she has no teeth
Okay.
because they had to remove her gums because she
Okay.
had cancer in her gums. And I'll show you this, and you'll laugh because
no.
my dad, like they, you know, bless their hearts, they're innocent.
They don't think of it like that.
No. They think of it as, you know, like good girl.
Yeah.
You know, so there's
Oh my God. That's hilarious. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know if that'll focus in. Maybe. Back. Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, you have to send that to me. That's unreal. What's her name?
my mom's name is Doris. My dad's name is Dennis. so-
Doris and Dennis.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
So-
That's awesome.
But yeah, I just thought that was, I thought that was like pretty hilarious.
That's a
right?
good- that's
Because
a
you
good
don't say anything to him.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
you
they
just-
don't need to know.
Yeah,
No,
just-
that's perfect.
You just let it be. But
Yeah.
he was, yeah, I know he thought it was pretty. He was all excited. And
That's
he's
sweet.
Like, and he took the picture, and his caption underneath is like, because he's like, they've been married for over 50 years. I mean, who
Yeah.
does that anymore?
No,
right?
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and you know, they are each other's best friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, he was super proud when he got that, the
Yeah.
quality and what it looks like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's thinking like a precious girl.
Yeah, precious girl like my
My precious wife.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
what? If you stayed married to her for 50 years, that's a good girl. That's one of the good ones for sure. That's unreal.
Excuse me.
A lot of people, you know, assume when they see giveaways that they're like faked or rigged. I know we kind of went through like, you know, like the back end process of once you won, but like what made you kind of like take that chance and, you know, like get your name in the draw, get a membership, that kind of thing?
The other videos with the other guys.
Yeah.
Right. Like looking back at the other winners and the other interviews and stuff like that, and you know, it's a lot easier to see that you know, you kind of got a bunch of different walks of life there. It's not like you're having like the same type of people.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are really nice guys and stuff like that, but I there's some people, like even like myself, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure, like even looking at your crew, everybody's like all buff and ripped and doing all this, you know what I mean? Like everybody's all, yeah, you're not like, let's go drink a keg of beer with Derek. You know what I mean?
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
But no, but like, there's a lot of different personalities and a lot of different people that have different viewpoints on life in general.
Yeah.
And it's like a complete mixed bag of tricks when you're actually like watching them and seeing just like their reactions, their backgrounds, all that other stuff. And it just, that really led me to believe that, like, or I wouldn't say led me to believe. I already believed it was legit. I don't know why. I think it's more because I'd rather just trust.
For sure.
And then find out, you know what I mean? Like, but that really made it like, and for me, I know there's so many people that were on the live, like, we need a vehicle in Ontario, or why aren't we winning out here, or whatever. And I'm sure it will happen, but to know that you guys had like, you know, a couple winners in Alberta, I think I'm the third one now.
You'd be the third, yeah. Our first two were Calgary, but it was like, you know, we're a local
that's where you guys started,
shop, right? So it's when we started, like our first giveaway, we didn't even sell anything online. We were just selling stuff at car shows, right? So it's like, of course the guy's going to be from, you know, around Calgary because no one else knows about it, right? And then, you know, now it's growing more and more, but we're still, I want to say about 50% of our customer base is still in Alberta. You know, that's kind of where we've, you know, growing from. So
and it will slowly spread out. And I mean, like, really, that one person in Ontario or wherever can easily is when just the same as
100%.
Right?
You know, like there's going to be a guy we're shipping one up to the Northwest Territories or you know, Newfoundland or Quebec or one of those at some point. I'm sure.
You'll have to follow it up there just so you can party somewhere else, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Don't forget your gym bag.
Yeah, don't forget your gym bag. Yeah, exactly. How long did it take to sink in that this wasn't like, you know, like a prank call or like no one was screwing with you? Was it the live? Was it when you...
The live and after the live.
Yeah.
Yeah, the live and after the live. Because the live was official because you guys kind of leave it hanging because that, like, you have to. But then, like, the phone call with you guys afterwards when we actually, like, sat and talked.
Figure out the logistics.
And, like, hey, this is what's going on, right? Yeah, like that's where like it really, really hit.
Yeah.
And then besides that, like here. Now,
when you get in the car.
Because you're still like, oh, you know, and then it like, everything kind of comes together and it's like, this is what it is, so.
I feel you. Obviously, I think your wife, because she was with you when we did the live, after that, who was the first person you called?
It took me a little bit because I didn't know if I wanted to really... I didn't know how I wanted it to spread.
Totally, yeah.
But I'd say the first person was actually my dad.
Perfect, yeah.
Right, because then I didn't have to worry about anybody else.
Yeah.
He'll tell everybody.
Yeah, you got to worry about what he's buying, but you don't have to worry about him telling him.
I don't even worry about that, but I just, because he showed me the hat when he was going to buy, because I'm there, right?
Yeah,
he's like, I don't know how to do this. How do I do
Make
it?
this,
Like, how do I pay for it now?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah.
So I'm like, are you sure that's what you want? It's like, yes, that's what I want for your mother. And that's like, okay, all right. But like, he's a very proud parent, right? You know, no matter how shitty of a son I was, right? So
that seems like you're doing good now.
Well, everybody makes their breaking point where they have to change their lives, right?
Yeah. 100%.
When I was young, I was an idiot. Right?
I think we all were.
Yeah, I think we all go through those stupid phases, right? So, but yeah. So I told him, and he lives in like a small town. He lives in like Drayton Valley area or whatever. Yeah. I'm sure everybody in Drayton Valley knows.
Probably.
Like my dad golfs, so like the golf pro knows. They have a thing for that you buy a ticket, like a square, so you can win like a really fancy club or whatever. Right?
Okay, at the golf course.
Yeah, and my dad's, you know, he buys a square and the the golf pro says, write your son's name on it.
Yeah, it's a little more lucky. Yeah.
So I mean, but yeah, I'd have to say it was my dad, and then it was a few close friends, right? And then when I got to work, there was some people at work that I didn't know were like bought stuff. So then they saw that my name was posted.
Yeah, and they were like, hey.
Then it's like, yeah, you're gonna take me for a ride. I'm sorry, I'm not driving this to Fort McMurray.
Yeah, no, it'd be a long go. No, that's cool. For the Cobra, and this was one of the things we were curious about, was like, was it, was that was that on the wall as a poster as a kid, or was that like, you kind of knew about him, but it wasn't something you ever thought about?
Actually, if you looked at my Facebook feed, this is about the only car that comes up.
Oh, really?
So it is a dream car. If we were wealthier and I had like a 3-car garage, or you know what I mean, or I didn't have to pay my portion of the mortgage or something like that, or we won the lottery tomorrow or whatever, then the car would stay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would just stay. It's always been a dream. I was always a really huge fan of Carroll Shelby and all his work, right? So, it was always, and that was my favorite body style, stuff like that, right? So it was always a thing, and I don't know, maybe that was one of the things that made me do a membership, was like, this is cool, and I don't know what the next thing is, but the last thing was cool. The thing, like, everything you guys had has been pretty darn cool. Would be pretty proud to be like, you know what I mean? So I get my dream car. I get to have it for a while.
Yeah, you get to enjoy it, and
then, like I said, we'll sell it.
Yep.
And
100%.
It'll crush me, but at the same time, I'll have a couple pictures with me sitting in it, and I'll be able to say, I owned it one day.
Yeah,
and
100%.
But that's the shitty part of being an adult, is you have to make some.
You can make some good choices.
Some tough decisions sometimes. You know what I mean? So.
I find too, though, like, some of the thing, and that's where it's like, I've been really blessed with the shop, is getting to drive, some different cars here and there, right? And, as cool as it is to like own it and have it and keep it, and that's great. Just like, you have the picture of it, when you're a kid or you're younger, and you're like, oh, I really want to know what that feels like. Getting to drive it a few times, and like, even this, like, let's say you have it for a couple months this summer, it fills a lot of that box. You know what I mean? I feel like you get 80% of the satisfaction of keeping it, plus you get all the other benefits you're talking about. So
because the right thing. Especially up here, the rest of the time I just sit in the garage. 6 weeks a year that you can actually enjoy it.
Right? Yeah. So. No, 100%. Sweet. I think that's about it for me. I think we should go for a little drive here and get you kind of used to the car. But anything else you want to tell the people back at home, or anybody you want to shout out?
I did want to say this. After the live, a gentleman reached out to me that was really hoping that he was going to be the winner.
Oh, did he?
And that, he fought for us and stuff like that. That young family, going through some struggles, was able to like have some good communication to them back and forth. So I just want to contribute the fact that, not only did I win a car, but I also kind of won the chance of being in somebody else's life that I never knew.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And having some really good conversations. I'm a bit of a spiritual guy. I grew up, religious and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'm the biggest sinner in the world.
For sure.
We all fall short.
Yeah.
But it was amazing to have some great conversations with this gentleman, and to, I guess, put the light off of me a little bit. But I mean, this did help. Just have some communications, because that person's struggling.
For sure.
And was able to open up and reach out for some help. So thank you guys for that as well, because
that's awesome.
Because it did do something more than just me win a car.
That's great. So. Yeah, and I think that's like, sometimes, like, I don't know how to say it, but like, God calls us to be able to share our story and support people for that, but it's a really hard one to, you're not just going to walk up or stop somebody on the street and be like, hey, like, are you okay? But like, when you have that opportunity to share and connect with somebody, you can have a really, organic, genuine interaction. Like it makes you feel full too.
Yeah,
right?
and it was I don't know, it was actually quite fulfilling because we were actually talking to the gentleman like directly after I talked to you guys on the phone.
Were you? Yeah.
And I saw his message, and it was just really genuine. Like, you know, he's like, I was really like, like I prayed to God, and I was hoping that I would win the car.
Yeah.
And he goes, but hearing you on the live, I'm really happy that you did.
Yeah.
And I just basically said like, thank you, and like God blessed you and stuff like that. And then his response was, that means more than he'd ever know.
Mm-hmm.
So then to me it was like, I felt like he needed.
Yeah,
well, I just felt like maybe he needed to talk. So, and not saying that I'm any kind of spiritual leader or anything like that, but I think being able to talk to people that you don't know
for sure
helps a lot more than trying to talk to people that you do know. And he's an amazing individual. I hope I get to meet him one day and stuff like that. I never asked.
Okay.
I didn't want to get that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably creep him really bad on Facebook or whatever, but we just kind of message each other back and forth. He's got a beautiful young son. He's got a super wicked Mustang.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's like either Shelby or like it's nice.
Yeah.
And a really nice bike. So there's a lot of common conversation there or whatever. But yeah, I mean, hopefully he wins the next one.
There we go. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
awesome.
appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you so much for coming down.
Thanks.
And guys, that is it. CCG6 is gone. If you guys want to get in on the next one, and September 27th.
This is Mr. Derek, proud winner of CCG6. Anything you guys want to say to people online?
It's real. It happens, and I never certainly expected it. But my goodness, buy a shirt, buy a hat. I mean, my dad bought a hat, my wife bought a sweater. Now everybody's